Okay, welcome back, 6th grade mathematicians. Today we're going to start something different. We're going to start graphing inequalities. So we're going to take a look at some different math sentences and we're going to graph them according to what they tell us the answer is. So if x equals 3, remember if we have an equal sign, it means that that's the only answer. That's the only answer it could be. So when I'm looking at this number line and I'm trying to represent x equaling 3, then I'm going to put a dot on the 3 because that's the only answer it could be. So I know that's the only answer it could be because it is an equal sign. So now if I go down to this next one, I know that x is greater than or equal to 3. So I know it could be equal because of this line right here. So since I know it could be equal, then I'm going to fill in above the 3. Now, could it only be 3? No, it can also be greater than 3. So it can be any number 3 or greater than 3. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw a dark line to show that it is 3 or more than 3. Okay? So it can be 3 or it can be more than 3. Now, if I move over here to this inequality, now this was an inequality because it was greater than or equal to. Now this one is going to be less than or equal to. So again, it can be equal to 3. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in on that 3 because it can be equal to 3. But it can also be less than 3. So I'm going to fill in a dark line here. This dark line shows that it can also be less than 3. So it can be any of these numbers, infinitely this way, 3 or less than 3. Okay? Now, down here, it just says x is greater than 3. It does not say it's equal to 3. So since it's not equal to 3, when I come to the 3, I'm going to put a circle there, but I'm not going to fill it in. If it's open, if it's an open-faced circle, which means it's not filled in, then it does not include that number. So it does not include 3. X is going to be greater than 3. So again, I'm going to fill in a dark line that goes this direction because it is greater than 3. Now it could be 3.000001 because that's greater than 3. So it can be any number greater than 3. All right, so if x is less than 3, again, it does not say equal to. So when I come to the 3, I'm going to create an open circle because it does not include the 3. So x is less than 3. So this time when I'm graphing this, I'm going to put my solid line, my dark line, going less than 3. So I hope this gives you an idea of how to graph inequalities. This was just our introduction to graphing inequalities. We'll be going over this again tomorrow. So remember, if it's equal to, it goes directly on that number and it is a closed circle or a filled in circle. If it's greater than or less than, or if it's greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, it's going to be a filled in circle and then it's going to go whichever direction it tells you to. So if it tells you it's going to go bigger, then the dark line is going to go to the right. If it says smaller, then the dark line is going to go to the left. Greater than, if it says greater than that number, it's going to be an open circle. It's not going to be colored in. And if it says less than, it's also going to be an open circle. Okay? So that just gives you an overview of how to graph inequalities. And we'll keep going over that and reviewing, and we'll work more and more on it so it'll be more and more understandable. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. If not, Keep watching, stay curious, and always keep learning, and I'll see you tomorrow.